Hey guys, today I'm going to be doing the natural hair tag, and I thought this would just be a good video because I'm still in the beginning stages of my channel, and you guys don't really know that much about me. So yeah, so I thought this would be a good thing to do, and you know a little about me and my hair. Not so much more me, but a little bit more about my hair. And yeah, so let's get started. Well, I live in Texas. Well, not right now, but I live in Texas. That's where my parents are, and that's where like my permanent address or whatever you would say is. But I go to school in DC. I go to Howard University. So, I guess I'm going to do both places. So, I would say in Texas, at least in the Dallas-Fort Worth like metro area. I really don't know that much about the natural scene there. I don't really see that many natural people that often, but I don't really have that much of a problem finding natural hair products. And I definitely would say there aren't really any natural hair salons or anything. It's not that big that there yet, I don't think, but I do see more and more people more often, but mostly at like Whole Foods and like the farmers market and places like that. Okay, so in DC, it's a lot more established and a lot more women are natural, and that's been that way for a long time. Like well, I grew up in DC and then I moved to Texas, so um, you know, I've always seen women with natural hair here ever since I was younger. But at my school, there are a lot of natural people. We even have a natural hair club, which I'm not a part of, but I probably should be. I don't really ever know when the meetings are. But yeah, so in DC, I would say it's a lot more established. In the Dallas area, not as much. Well, I don't really, whenever people ask me this, I really don't have an actual answer because it wasn't like a one set reason as to why I went natural. But I would say that I definitely went natural because I was seeing a lot of breakage in my hair in the last few years, or not years, but in the last few months or so before I decided to actually go natural. And I had been thinking about it just because, not really anything that was like, oh, I need to go natural because my hair is like falling off. But of course, anybody who has a relaxer knows that it's very, very harsh on your hair. Even if you have very strong, thick hair, which I do, I have very, very thick hair, and I've always had thick hair. I didn't get a relaxer until I was like 13 years old, so it was a long period of time that I didn't have a relaxer. It was my natural hair, and I'm not exactly sure as to the reason why I got a relaxer, but I know that that was about the point that I started doing my own hair, and you know, my mom stopped doing my hair because I was getting older, and I just wasn't taking care of it that well because I had a lot of hair. I probably have some pictures of me before I got a relaxer when I had very long hair, and even when the first few years of my relaxer, it was still very long because you know the damages hadn't really caught up with my hair. But um, after a while, and then I switched salons, and then she started putting a really harsh relaxer on my hair, and it just did not go over well. I transitioned for, I'd say, about 6 months, maybe. Like, I would say about March, April was when I stopped getting relaxers, like second semester of my freshman year. So like March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November. So that's like 9 months. But I don't think it was that long. I don't know. Maybe it was that long. I'm not really sure. But yeah, so I would say I transitioned from, I think, either like 6 or 9 months, like in that range. So yeah. This is a hard one for me because my hair texture is very diverse, especially because, and I think in some of my other videos I talked about how I have some of my hair is a very different texture, and part of that is because of heat damage from when I was transitioning, and I would get it straightened and I would get it hot combed or whatever, and mainly in the front area, of course, because that's where a lot of the newer natural growth would come in, and then that's where you would see it more than, you know, in the rest of your hair. So in, like, from the crown of my head down to the back, it would be, I would say, about 3B. From the crown of my head up, like this section here is about 3C, and then this section I say it would be 4A. It's this section, it has a, but the thing about that is that I feel like when people say 4A, it's like a very tight, coily texture, and it's not like that at all. It's more of like a wavy texture, but it's not as loose as the rest of it. It's kind of like short waves. So I don't really know what it is, but it's different than the back. And I feel like a lot of that is from heat damage, because it's progressively gotten more like the rest of my hair since I've BC'd. So I would definitely say that's mostly because of heat damage and not because of my natural hair texture. I do feel that's probably more coarse than the rest of my hair, but not as coarse as it is now. Well, when I cut my hair, I went with my sister. She was here in the city because it was Thanksgiving, and my family lives here. My extended family lives here, and yeah, so she was with me, and she went with me, and she was kind of like freaked out because I've always had longer hair, and she was like, oh my god, you're gonna cut your hair, this is so crazy, you know. But everybody was really supportive, you know. When I started talking about cutting it, because I was getting so frustrated with the two textures, my dad was like, well, are you sure you're going to be happy with it? But he didn't really have a problem with it. It was just that he didn't want me to regret it afterwards, because I'm that type of person who's like very impulsive. I do things and then I'm like, oh crap, that sucked, like, you know. So he didn't want me to do something that drastic and then have to live with it for a long time and, you know, be upset with it. But everybody was very supportive. My mom has short hair, so she was very supportive as well, and she's natural as well. So everybody was very supportive, and yeah. And my friends, you know, they thought it was really cool and different. Oh gosh. At the moment, I would have to say it's the Shea Moisture Deep Treatment Mask, but it always changes, and I've only had that not too long. If you've seen my product haul review video, then you will know that I haven't had that for that long, but I do love it. And I haven't used it that much lately because I've been doing twist outs. I did one 2 days ago, and then I did one that week prior to it. So yeah, I haven't used it that much, and I used for my twist out last week I used it for my twist out just to see how it would work, because I usually use the Giovanni's leave-in. Okay, so my camera cut off on me, but anyway, like I was saying, yeah, I usually use the Giovanni's leave-in to do my twist outs, but this time I used the Giovanni's leave-in because I think I just like it better for twist outs, and the Shea Moisture deep treatment mask for my wash and goes, and like, it's so awesome for wash and goes. I need to do a video about that soon. But yeah, anyway, those are all the questions, and it was really cool. I enjoyed it. This is my first tag video, so that's pretty exciting. I probably seem a little bit more energetic right now because I'm a little bit tired. I was studying for my math test and I was getting really bored, so I was like, well, why don't I just film the video now so that when I'm done I can edit it and then I can do some more studying. But yeah, so I'm really excited for this new camera. Like, it's so awesome. Like, I just love it so much. And I was going through my my channel page today actually, and I was looking at the thumbnails of all of my videos, and it looks so amazing. Like, not even in HD, it looks so much better. And guys, you have to watch these videos in HD because it really does make a difference. Because I'm a YouTube video watcher as well, and I always was like, does the HD really make a difference? But it really does. It makes everything look so much more crisp, and when I start doing tutorials, you'll be able to see everything so much better. Even if you don't watch it in HD, it will still, this camera makes everything look so much better. Like, my skin looks better, and my hair looks better, you know, everything, it looks better. So I'm really happy about this camera so far. I haven't had any dislikes about it. It's a pretty straightforward camera. It's a digital camera, point and shoot, you know, everybody knows how to use a digital camera. But yeah, so I'm not really sure what my next video is going to be. I really want to do a tutorial, and I feel like I'm going to start doing more like health and wellness videos. I don't know if you guys are interested in that, but I'm interested in it. And so yeah, so really this is all, it's not just a hair journey, this is like a journey through my college career. And you know, a lot of things change while you're in college, and I'm only a sophomore, so there's so many more changes to come, I promise. I'm sure in the next few months it'll be like night and day from today. But anyway, I'm so happy to all my subscribers, and even though I don't have very many right now, I don't really care, you know. I just love making these videos, and they're really fun and exciting, and whoever is watching them, I hope you enjoy them, even if it's just one person. I know I have a few subscribers, but yeah, so I will keep making these videos as long as people are watching them, and even if people aren't watching them, I probably will still make them anyway. But yeah, now I'm rambling, and I need to get back to studying math. So, see you later. Bye.